Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Dakota's time-traveling adventure, discovering the power of Black Lives Matter. A special bedtime story for Dakota. Once upon a time in a little town, there lived a curious and spirited 8-year-old girl named Dakota. Dakota loved to read books and go on exciting adventures in her imagination. One day, as she was browsing through her local library, a colorful book caught her eye. The title was The Elises and the Time Machine, Why Do We Have to Say Black Lives Matter? Dakota was intrigued by the title and decided to take the book home. That night, as Dakota snuggled under her cozy blanket, she began to read the book. The story was about a brave boy named Jackson and his family, who discovered a hidden time machine in their closet. Dakota was fascinated by the idea of time travel and couldn't wait to see where Jackson's adventure would take him. Little did she know that her own adventure was about to begin. As Dakota turned the pages, she found herself magically transported into the book. She blinked in surprise as she found herself standing in a bustling city street, surrounded by people dressed in different time periods. Dakota realized she had traveled back in time with the Elises. Suddenly, she saw Jackson, his brothers Cairo and Kaz, and their father Devil walking towards her. They welcomed her warmly and explained that they were on a mission to learn about the history of Black lives in America. Dakota was excited to join them on their quest. The Elises led Dakota through various time periods, starting from the time of slavery. They met courageous people who fought for freedom and equality, like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, and Martin Luther King Jr. Dakota's heart swelled with pride as she learned about the brave individuals who had faced adversity and fought for justice. Each time they visited a different era, Dakota saw how Black lives had faced challenges and still thrived. She learned about the Harlem Renaissance, where art, music, and literature flourished. She discovered the courage of the Tuskegee Airmen, who became heroes during World War II. Dakota's admiration for the strength and resilience of Black individuals grew with every new adventure. As they traveled through time, Dakota began to understand why saying Black Lives Matter was so important. She saw the struggles that Black people had faced throughout history and realized that she could play a part in creating a more equal and just world. In the final chapter of their journey, the Elises found themselves back in the present day. Dakota felt a mix of emotions, inspired by all she had learned and sad that their adventure was coming to an end. But she knew that the lessons she had learned would stay with her forever. Dakota thanked Jackson, Cairo, Kaz, and Devil for taking her on this incredible journey. She hugged them tightly and promised to continue spreading the message of equality and justice. They waved goodbye as Dakota closed the book, back in her cozy bedroom. With her heart full of love and understanding, Dakota drifted off to sleep, knowing that she had experienced something truly extraordinary. As she closed her eyes, she whispered, "Black Lives Matter, and I will make a difference." And so, Dakota's time-traveling adventure came to a close, but her commitment to equality and justice had just begun. From that day forward, she carried the powerful message of Black Lives Matter in her heart, sharing it with others and creating a brighter future for all. Good night, Dakota, and may your dreams be filled with compassion, understanding, and the power to make a difference.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.